Today I'm telling the story of how this kid hacked one of my social media accounts. This one's a pretty serious one and something you should consider when dealing with security, so stick around to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. This all starts off 4 years ago in 2018 when I was 13 years old. This is when Fortnite was really starting to pick up, right? So this is when everyone was playing Fortnite. I think it probably would have been around like season 3 or 4. This is when the whole thing started to pick up. Ninja started playing Fortnite, Myth started playing Fortnite, all those guys were streaming it and everything. The game was really starting to get popular and, it was getting pushed out to like hundreds of millions of players at this point. Now, at first, I didn't really like Fortnite, even though I'd never played. I was just like, this is just overhyped, like, I can't be bothered playing it. And to be fair, I didn't have a console at the time, and I didn't even have, like, a proper PC like I do now. Obviously, like, I'm a YouTuber, I kind of need, like, a PC. At that time, I literally had, I didn't even have a laptop. I was using my dad's old laptop that he used for work, and it just ran terribly. But eventually, as I started playing just a little bit, I just tested it out for one season. I was like, oh, whatever, alright, let's just give it a go. I ended up playing it, and even though I could barely run the game, I got absolutely hooked to it. I don't know what it was about the game, but the old nostalgic Fortnite, I don't know. It was always really cool to me, and I just got hooked to it instantly. So at first I started to play solos a lot. I think it literally took me like 3 seasons to get my first victory royale or whatever. It took me 3 seasons to do that. So firstly I was just playing with my friends. I was just playing duos, squads, and then solos. And then everyone sort of like gave up on Fortnite and didn't really care anymore. And I was playing it so much, like probably 5 hours a day. And obviously, right, none of my friends were playing Fortnite 5 hours a day. Like, they all had to do other stuff. This is at a time where I just started my YouTube channel. So I started my channel in May 2018, and I was playing Fortnite probably a couple of months before that. So this was like 2 months before I started my channel. So I was playing Fortnite basically every single day for like 5 hours, and then obviously in May it got to a point where I started like recording them and making meme edits on my channel. For those of you who haven't seen my like older Fortnite stuff on my main channel, please don't go check it out. But yeah, I was just doing that, and it was great. But then obviously, right, it got to a point where I was playing so much that like I really didn't have like anyone else to play with. Like, I played with a few of my friends now and then, but like my audio was kind of messed up. The game would crash all the time when I got into parties, and it just wasn't great. So I then ended up deciding, you know what, I'm gonna start to play random squads. So random squads is basically where when you click on squads and then you press the fill button. So when you fill, it basically means like you fill up the squad with 3 other random players. So when you join the game, you get 3 other people that you can talk to and whatever, and they're basically on your team. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you like you haven't heard of Fortnite, but basically, yeah, so that's what I was doing from now on. So I played Fortnite and I played random squads a lot, and basically there was this one time, I think it was like a month before I got my channel, which is the very important detail, and I'm very glad that I didn't have my channel at this time, because this could have gone a lot worse if I did. So basically, I got into a game with this kid who sounded very, very young. So there were 2 other people that didn't have microphones, and then this other kid did have a microphone, and this kid probably sounded like 11 or 12. So he got into the game with me, and instantly, as soon as we joined, right, I could tell this guy was bad news. His name was like XX, like D's or something, just some meme name or whatever. The kid sounded very young, right, and firstly he started bullying me, right, because he was on my level in the game. At the time, right, I had no money to my name, right, and obviously I couldn't ask my parents to like buy the battle pass or whatever, or buy V-Bucks in Fortnite, because to them that just sounded like a complete scam. And to be honest with you, right, that they are right about that. V-Bucks are just a complete scam, and any sort of in-game purchases that don't help you in real life are probably a scam. Like if you guys are going out buying stuff on Fortnite, oh, okay, I'll be honest, I have as well, right? But if you're just constantly doing it, there really is no point to it. Unless you're like a YouTuber or something who's like showing them off for a video. But anyway, this guy started bullying me for my level in the game because when you don't have the battle pass, you can't go past a certain level. And this kid was like level 218 or something. Like this kid was a full-blown sweat. Like, he was 11 or 12, but he probably had the biggest PC on the world that his mom paid for, and he had like a really good, like, crisp quality microphone. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with this $5 headset from Kmart that literally costed me $5 and sounded like an absolute, like, so imagine this, right? Imagine how my microphone sounds right now, right? Imagine like a sixth of that quality. That's what my microphone sounded like. Like, it was terrible. So this kid's just sitting there with like his top of the range Shure SMB microphone, like insulting me for my level because, I couldn't afford, first of all, or be bothered buying the battle pass. So I sat there and with my microphone, I was like, yeah, shut up, kid. Like, no one cares. You waste your money on games. We're just talking back and forth, we're just doing the classic Xbox 2012 insults, like, oh, your mom this, your mom that. And it started off fine, right? Like, it started off harmless, we're just roasting each other, whatever. We're just insulting each other and everything, just chilling. And then this kid, all of a sudden, right, so I don't know why, right, but he took this sort of like playful insults to a whole nother another level, he started taking personal offense to it, and then he started talking about trying to like hack me and dox me and stuff. And he said, yeah, bro, I've got connections, and I can hit you offline right now. Like, if you keep talking smack, I'm gonna hit you offline, so I'd shut my mouth if I were you. And he said that he could then hack my account and do all this sort of stuff, and you know, like, he can bypass VPNs and everything like that. He was basically just like acting like the cool, spooky hacker that you don't want to mess with. And if you keep talking back to him, he'll ruin your life, and he's gonna step all over you. And me being 12 or 13, right, was like, yeah, this kid's full of shit. Like, I really don't care. So I said that he couldn't. I was like, no, you won't, mate. You're literally 12 years old. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what? You're gonna slap me in the face? What? Are you gonna come to my house? What? Are you gonna order pizzas? Are you gonna order pizzas to my house that I'm just gonna ignore? And that stirred this kid up so much. Like, I could just tell. Like he went dead silent for like 5 seconds, and then he come back. He's like, you shut your mouth before I hit you offline. I know people that you don't, and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in jail. I'm gonna get you offline. And I said, in jail, bro? Like, what? You're literally talking to me like you're literally talking to me about committing a crime, and you're gonna say I'm gonna go to jail. He's like, just you wait, bro. Just you wait. You keep talking smack, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. And I was like, all right, bro. All right, chill out. You don't need to get so mad. And this kid was pissed, right? Like, he was not taking this lightly at all. So probably give it like 5 minutes into the match, I probably had about 5 kills, and this kid literally had like 1. And I think it was from some bot that was like off spawn or whatever. So I mentioned it to this kid. So keep in mind, right, throughout the whole of this game, like, it was dead silent after that point. Like, no one said a word. And then I got my 5th kill, right, and I was like, hey buddy, I've got 5 kills and you got 1. Like, can you actually do something? Pretty immature on my part, considering this kid like seemed kind of serious about like trying to dox me and everything. And when I tell you this kid stirred up, like, he stirred up. He was like, okay, listen here, and he starts swearing at me. He's like, I swear to God, if I was with you in person right now, I would slap the shit out of you. I would kick your ass. And I was like, okay, buddy. Firstly, like, you sound like you're 9. You're not gonna do that. And at that point, he's like, nah, you're done, bro. No, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. And he starts talking a little bit more. And before I can even respond to him, right, I get the little I get like this little circle in the top left, and it keeps spinning around, right? And then my character just like stops moving completely. You know when like you go offline on Fortnite, or like your internet gets turned off or something, and then like the character like keeps running in place, and then all the other characters like around you keep running in place? That's basically what happened to me. And keep in mind, right, I've got parents that turn off the internet all the time, or they used to turn off the internet all the time, so I know exactly what that meant. I was like, yep, this kid just hit me offline. So I sat there for a minute. I'm like, okay, well, this is just great, right? This little shit dickhead online just decided to hit me offline. So now what am I gonna do? Like, I can't use the internet. My parents are now pissed at me because the internet's off, because they don't know why. And I can't really do anything except for unplug and replug my router. So I go downstairs, right? I firstly, right, I call up my tech friends to help me, because I kind of didn't know what was going on. I've never actually been hit offline before, so I don't really know what was going on. Obviously now I'm better well protected, so no one can hit me offline. I've got a VPN service and everything. But at that time, right, I was 13 years old, right? I had no clue how to do anything to do with security and everything. So I called up a few of my tech friends to help me out, because like I had a few friends that like knew a lot about tech and knew how to regenerate internet boxes and everything like that. But this really wasn't any help. You know, for some reason they didn't know what to do in this situation. They were like, yeah, man, you got hit offline. Yeah, I got no clue what to do. I'm pretty sure this kid just didn't want to help me. I'm not gonna lie. But basically, I went downstairs. I went to my internet box. I reset everything. You know, I got everything sorted. I was like, all right, well, we're gonna sort this out. We're gonna turn the internet back on, and everything's gonna be good, right? So I reset my internet. I wait about 30 seconds. Like, I hold down the power button. I wait for 30 seconds. I let go of the power button. It turns off. I hold the power button back on, and it turns back on. And I wait probably about 5 minutes, because that's sort of how long it takes for everything to reboot back up. Then I go onto my laptop. I sign into my network, and you know, everything seems fine, right? So I restart my laptop, and then I open it again, right? So I log into my account, and I go into the Epic Games thing, because I want to go back onto Fortnite, because apparently I didn't learn my lesson, right? Like one time getting hit offline wasn't enough. I needed to learn my lesson again. So I clicked on Epic Games, right? And I was greeted to a site which I genuinely never wanted to see. So instead of seeing the page where I can press like the Fortnite game to launch it or whatever, I see the sign in page. Now keep in mind, right, I was a dumbass back in the day. Like I always use remember this device whenever I log into an account. So I never actually I never had to log in again. It made it more convenient, but it made it so much easier for people to hack my stuff and just get into my accounts. So I see this sign in page, and instantly my heart drops. I'm like, okay, I'm like connecting the dots, right? I was like, I got hit offline yesterday. This kid is really mad at me. He clearly knows what he's doing, right? He probably hacked my account, didn't he? So I try and sign in, and then I use the Google account that I always try and sign in with, and lo and behold, oh, nothing happened, right? Like, I tried to sign in and I try to type in the password and it says incorrect password. I go, forgot this password, and then it tries to send me a code to a phone that I have no idea of, right? So this kid from like literally like it was in Australia, right? He had an Australian accent. He was literally like, he hacked my account, right? He changed my password and then changed the backup phone number to that Google account. So at this point I was screwed, right? I was like, okay, right, the account's his now, yeah, whatever. Now thankfully, right, I hadn't spent any money on that account because I was 13 and I couldn't, but yeah, that was basically how I lost my account. That was definitely not fun. So our moral of the story is, don't stir up people online, because trust me, if they can do something, they will do something. They have no life and they will sit on their laptops until you get punished. If you guys want to send in story times, let me know on my Instagram at GliderGuyYT. Just send me a DM. I'll probably mention it in a story time one day. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.